we ask that you move in this place. Help us to understand what you're doing. In Jesus' name. Amen. Revelation chapter 22, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I got to do this because I want you to understand that when we get to the book of Revelation, things are beginning to be revealed. Things are beginning to be unfolded. What we perhaps may not understood then, what we perhaps did not get then, it is almost too late. Because by the time we get to this place, probation doors are closed. By the time we get to this place, whatever you thought you wanted to do, whatever you thought you could not do, is over. Now, I'm not saying that to scare anybody. I'm not saying that to, intimidate you. I don't want to do that. But I'm saying this to make you aware that you got to do it on this side. You got to come to conclusion, whether today, the next minute, second, or the hour, that I'm going to accept him and believe in his word. You got to be persuaded and fully persuaded that I want to be on his side so that I can experience what God has for me on that side. It's a wonder, Joshua said, Mother, can I talk to you? It's a wonder Joshua said that as for me and my house, we'll serve the Lord. Choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the God am I who led you to well or the God on the other side. But as for me and my house, see, I'm right there. Somebody should have lifted their hands up and said, me too, Brother Weed, me too. You understand what I'm saying? Because see, here's the thing that you and I got to understand. Here's the thing that God wants us to understand. What you doing now, the pressure and what you're doing now, and the speech and what you're doing now, and the singing, what you're doing now, and the dancing, that's going to have to take you to a place. That's going to have to take you to a place where you don't think you want to go, where you don't think you have to go. That's going to have to take you to a place. I'm trying to get somebody to understand something. Listen, you and I, what we have is a word. Our word got to take us to a place when nobody else think we can go, when nobody else wants us to go. Our word got to take us to a place. Our word got to enter into a place. Our word got to begin to be the thing that causes us.
Yes. Come on.
And if you don't have a word, then how are you going to get there?
That's right.
If you can't speak to yourself and somebody can't deposit nothing in you, how are you going to get there without a word? I'm trying to help somebody understand. Lord, you got to deposit into my spirit. You got to breathe into me. You got to help me. You got to equip me to get that word that I need to go forward.
Go forward. Come on. Thank you.
I'm reading Revelation 22, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5. Lady Canard, please pray for me. Please pray for me. And he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of God and of the Lamb. That's interesting, isn't it? It's real interesting.
Yeah.
That the water, the only water that you see is proceeding out of him. You know, as big as the Atlantic is, as big as the Pacific, as big as those the Mediterranean and big as Antarctic, as big as those Hudson rivers and all that kind of stuff that folk number. Do you not know? I'm trying to help you. You got to have a word that's going to come up out of your belly that's going to help you go forward. When nobody else is giving you nothing, when nobody else is pressing, when nobody else is saying, you're going to have a word. You're going to have something that's going to flow out of you give not only you strength, but to give somebody else's strength. Because, you know, it's not about you anymore. It's about trying to help somebody else. We've been in that stage too long. It's time now to get a word to speak into somebody else's life. It's time now to get a word that's going to catapult somebody out of your belly. I got to get a word that's going to help somebody understand I want to have life. I want to have it more abundantly. And that word going to have to proceed out of the throne of God.
Glory to Jesus.
I know people don't like because, you know, I ain't trying to do all that kind of stuff that everybody else doing and how they want to do it. And that's fine. Because we've been there before. People pat you on the back, clap their hands and tell you this and tell you that, and the next minute it's all over with. You know and I know that's how they do it. You know peoples and I know people. But we got to learn how to just believe God and wait on God regardless of what people say, regardless of what people... We got to get in a place with God.
With God. No matter what they do. Come on, preach.
Verse 2. In the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river, was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruit, and yield her fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. You got to get a word that'll speak to you, that'll cause you to want to be here. You got to get a word that'll speak to you, that'll cause you want to be there. You and I both need to stop letting folk dictate to us and say stuff to us. You and I need to get a word down that's going to keep us on the Lord's side. I'm not talking about trying to get something from somebody. I'm talking about expecting something. I'm talking about with an expectation, looking and anticipating God to speak to me, because that's the only thing that's going to help me stay on his side. There's some stuff that I want. There's some stuff that he desires for me to have, and I can't get that except I get a word. I want a word that'll keep me right there. Proceed out of God's belly. Proceed out of the very mouth of God. I got to get a word.
Glory. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
Well, I thought, Brother Williams, that, you know, since all of these preachers and all of these apostles and all of these denominations, I thought, you know, could none of them be wrong?
Like that.
I heard somebody say all the path that people have going one way. I beg to differ with you.
Come on.
Please help me. I'm not trying, no. I'm just telling you where I'm standing at in this thing with God. I said, well, I'm standing at Pastor Cruz in this thing with God. I want to be on his side. I don't want to think I'm on his side. I want to know I'm on his side. There's a way that seemeth right. Yes, it is. There's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof. Oh, I got to get on the right side. I got to know what I'm preaching. I got to know what I'm preaching about. I got to know where I'm standing. Because if I'm not standing on his side, I'm standing on shaky ground, and shaky ground is not where I want to be. I want to be on a firm, solid foundation. I want to know that the foot of my car is in Jesus. I'm anchored in the Lord. Do I have anybody in here want to be anchored?
Hallelujah. Yes, Lord. Oh, glory. Hallelujah. Oh, yes.
If I got to start now questioning, if I got to not start now, you know, all over again. Lord, help me up in here. Listen. What I didn't do, what I missed, it doesn't matter. I'm going to start right here.
Amen.
I'm going to start, Pastor Cruz, right here. What I missed, what I didn't get back there, I'm starting right here. Why are you going to start right here? Because this is the day that the Lord has made. This is the day that he spoke to me. This is the day that something happened to my life. This is the day that something changed. This is the day that I discovered. This is the day that I heard a word. This is the day that I came out of what I was in. This is the day that I threw my hands up and told God, thank you. Start on me right here.
Right here.
Start on me right here. If I'm going to get it, I got to get it on his side.
That's right. Amen.
If I'm going to get it, I got to get it on his terms.
Yeah.
I appreciate God for everybody. Thank God for all your prayers. Thank God for all of what you've been saying and how you've been saying it. But do you not know salvation, when you come down to it, it's an individual thing? Do you not know when it comes down to it, it's an individual thing? Oh, but it's a corporate. It's individual because you want to get it, and it's corporate because you got to help somebody else maintain. But you can't give nobody what you don't have. You can't help nobody until you help yourself. Somebody talk to me up in here. I'm coming to a place where I'm telling God to help me so I can help somebody else. Deliver my soul so I can help somebody else be delivered. Give me a word so I can give somebody else a word. Speak to my heart so I can speak to somebody. I've been through something. I'm going to help somebody. Speak up in here. Give us the Holy Ghost.
Yes, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Nice. Right.
Give me
Ah. Glory to Jesus.
12 manner of fruit.
All right.
Every month.
Yes.
Every month. I thought one was good enough. I thought 2 was good enough. I thought 3 was good enough. But 12. Lord, if I'm going to get this, I got to get it on your side. If I'm going to get healed, I got to get it on your side, on your turn, under your condition, so that my healing will stay. Talk to me up in Holy Ghost. I don't want to just be healed today and be damned tomorrow. I want to be healed and then know that I'm in the will of God. I want to be delivered and know I'm on the Lord's side. Do I have anybody that really know make your mind? Do I have anybody that really know decide? I'm going to get this word. I'm going to get this word and I'm going to stay there. I'm going to get this word and I'm going to plant myself. I'm going to get this word and I'm going to go forward. Do I have anybody that will determine in himself, I got to get a word to speak to me? I got to get a word. Do I have anybody in here?
Thank you, Jesus.
Okay. Yes. Verse 3. And there shall be no more curse, but the throne of God and of the Lamb shall be in it. And his servants shall serve or worship him. Everything that I'm doing here is preparing me for there. That's why sometimes you can't afford to just, just because somebody don't like you, because somebody, you can't afford, because everybody don't understand your position. Everybody don't know what God delivered you from. You can't afford to just hold back. You got to learn how to give all to God, because everybody don't know that's the thing that you need to keep you going forward. And if you take that from me, I'll become stagnated. I'll become unproductive. I won't do nothing if you take that from me. That's my word that God gave me. That's the word that God gave me to keep me going forward. Yada, 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 yada.
Yes, sir.
Glory to Jesus.
Take that from me, and I become stagnated. I become unproductive. I become unfruitful. You got to get a word that's going to help you go forward. Everybody got to get a word. God wants you to get a word that'll keep you on his side.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
Keep me on your side, Lord. I know people don't understand it. That van was on your head. They don't understand that. They don't understand that. Sister William, they don't understand that. That doctor cut your throat. Brother Robinson, they don't understand. You was experiencing those flames. They don't have a clue. So when they see your praise, when they see your worship, they don't understand. Oh, but when God gives you something, when God gives you a word that'll help you understand. Oh, I know everybody. Ain't nobody gonna beat you praising God. Ain't nobody gonna beat you worshiping God. Ain't nobody, because God gives you something.